And the relationship between semantics and semiotics is also a core area of the study of semantics overall. And it also of great interest for our daily use. Linguistic meaning is a subset of a human habits or ability to create signs in order to convey various kinds of meaning. We do convey meanings by various signs, sometimes with non-linguistic signs also. So the linguistic signs or linguistic meaning are a subset of our overall ability to convey meanings. For example, a human makes various elements or various items to convey meanings in this regard. Traffic lights is one glaring example. We use red in order to warn the drivers to stop there on the road and let other people cross the road or go from another direction. So traffic lights are used to instruct or to convey meaning to the drivers. It is believed that human language differs only in kind or more in kind from other forms of or systems of signs. Let's have a look at the following examples. If you look at the first sentence, those vultures mean there is a dead animal up there. High temperature may mean he has a virus. Just look at the use of word mean in all these examples. The red flag means it is dangerous to swim. Those stripes on his shoulder or uniform means he is a sergeant. Look at the uses of word mean here, and you will see that it has been put to different uses. That means it has been allotted various signs here. And these signs reflect all-pervasive human habit of identifying and creating new signs and symbols, sometimes based on cause and effect, sometimes based on some inferences, and on other times based on mere arbitrary symbols that show that one thing stands for another. The process of associating or allotting meanings in this way is called signification. When we signify one thing with another in order to convey a certain meaning, this process is called signification. And in pure semiotics, this signification is the process of meaning making. Often we observe some symbolic, metaphorical, or personified descriptions which are based on the process of signification. Scholars like Ferdinand de Saussure are of the view that linguistics is a part of overall sign or symbols making study of human meanings that may be called semiotics. So according to some scholars, linguistics is a part of, or semantics is a part of semiotics. Semiotics or semioticians have probed the relationship that may be between the sign and the object it represents. It also looks into various kinds of relationship between the objects and the signs which represent them. In this regard, or in order to understand such a relationship, it's important to have a look at the vocabulary which is important in semiotics. Signifier is any material which signifies. For example, words signify the ideas behind them, and or a facial expression. A certain facial expression may convey happiness, another facial expression may convey sadness. So the real thing which is being signified are the happiness and sadness, but the expressions which come to our face, they are the signifiers of those ideas. Signified is the concept that a signifier or the idea that a signifier refers to. Together, the signified and the signified make the meaning complete. Sign is the smallest unit of meaning in semiotics, and it can be anything that can be used to communicate meaning. There are various kinds of signs identified by Peirce. For example, iconic signs are those where there is a similarity or resemblance between the signifier and the signified. For example, between a picture and its real life object. Your picture signifies you, and your picture and you have the relationship of icon. And lexical signs are those where there is a causal relationship between signifier and the signified. In such situations, usually the signifier is caused by the signified. For example, smoke signifies fire. Symbolic or arbitrary signs are those who are conventionally or traditionally used in a particular way to convey a certain meaning in a society. For example, the use of insignia to denote military ranks in a society, or wearing black color to symbolize mourning in some cultures may be known as symbolic. The black color may be a symbol of jubilation in other cultures, but in some cultures it's a symbol of mourning. Similarly, the white color is a symbol of mourning in some cultures, while it may be a symbol of jubilation or peace in other cultures. A linguistic sign is one kind of sign, and it is usually based on the sound image which acts as a signifier, and a concept or the idea which we want to convey by a particular sound is the signified. The system of signs in human language is very complex as compared to other languages, for example, the languages of animals or other sign languages which are non-linguistic signs. For example, use of traffic signals or use of body language. So the linguistic sign, which usually is represented by the words we use to convey a certain meaning in our communication, they are more complex than other systems of signs. And in the diagram in front of you, you can reaffirm that these linguistic signs are based on the concept and the sound image.